Hello, everyone. Welcome to part 20 of my story. He's decided that he's not going to leave since I done let him back in. I done gave my gun to my family member and one of his friends, and they have left with this gun. So I don't have a gun in the house right now at this time. Well, I just decided that I'll sleep in a room with my sons at this point because I was so disgusted with him. And he ends up banning this lady, calling around, telling people don't let her dance in the clubs because if she dance, he's not going to show up to these establishments anymore. And so they basically listen to him. And this girl ends up being homeless because she told me that he was with her at the casino. Well, in other news, the message that I got some months prior from the young lady that I didn't know that said, I just want to let you know I'm pregnant for your husband. And I had never replied back because he had told me that he did know this lady. He had never seen her before in his life and that she was somebody probably trying to extort some money out of me. I end up having time to reach out to her because she did leave her number. And so I decided that when the kids were gone and I was home alone one night that I would go ahead on and I would reach out to this lady to find out what her side of the story was. So immediately once I called her, I realized that she's incredibly young. She's like 20 years old, maybe 21 at the time. And she's telling me how he flew her in for All-Star Weekend, the date that the affair took place on, how they went to the hotel for 1 hour, and how she contacted him afterwards to tell him that she was pregnant, only to find out that he blocked her afterwards. So I tell her, basically, when you sent me the message or whatever, I really did think that it was a lie. But I'm starting to figure out right now that a lot of things that he's saying is untrue. And so I'm telling her, he said it's not his baby. And so she's telling me basically that she believes that it is his baby. I'm telling her that when she delivered this baby, the best thing for her to do is go ahead on and get a DNA test. I will give her all his information, whatever she needs. She can go down to the attorney general, hire a private attorney, do whatever she needs if she feel like this is his baby, because it's no way that he's ever going to say that this baby is his. And so she's pretty much telling me that, that's what she'll do. And so I'm telling her just stay in contact with me because I felt the need that I would like to stay in contact with this girl because she was young. She was having her first baby and she felt lost in this world. So I absolutely keep this conversation between me and the young lady to myself. I don't feel the need to go back and have to tell him that I had this conversation with her because I already know this is going to end in nothing but more and more lies. Because now it's proving more and more every day to me that all he does is lie. Well, anyways, we're moving forward. So I know if I ever confront him about something, he's gonna come up with a great lie, and he would lie so good that even if you believe the story when you're telling it to him, he's gonna turn it on you to where you're gonna start having so much doubt. So I remember telling him like, "You done elfed all these women on me. You're a liar." And he straight up looks me in my face and he tells me, "I ain't never cheated on you, not one time in my life, and you could never prove that I cheated on you because if I had ever cheated on you, why you never caught an STD? You had all those kids, why you never had an STD?" And so I'm pretty much like, the STD don't have anything to do with you cheating on me. It's by the grace of God that I didn't catch a STD. And he's basically telling me that, that's proof enough that I've never cheated on you. Because if all these people are saying that they've been with me, if all these people are trying to affiliate themselves with me, why you never had an STD? Even if I had the proof and it was right there in front of me, he would turn it on me and make it like that proof is nothing. Like, whatever you talking about is a lie. Prove it. And I can show him text messages. I can show him pictures. I can show him so many things. And he would basically tell me that it's photoshopped, it's made up, it's a lie. And that was the part of him that I absolutely did not like at all. Because it was the part of him that showed his real true colors, that he was very, very dishonest. So I knew that I pretty much could not trust him at all. Like, as time is going on, I'm learning this man. Like, I'm literally learning him. And things are getting very bad at home for him. I'm cooking dinner every day. I'm running the home that I'm supposed to be running. My kids are asking me, "Mama, Daddy's hungry." He said he want to know, can he eat with us? And I'm pretty much telling these kids straight up, like, don't come to me asking me, can your daddy eat? He can't eat in this house. Like, if he want to eat, he needs to get his woman, the people that he messing with, these strippers in the streets, these different whores, to cook his food. So I remember on this one particular day, I'm in a bed and he's in the restroom because he's getting ready to leave out. And he starts playing Tony Braxton's song, Just Be a Man About It. And he opens the restroom door and he's singing the song better than Tony Braxton. And literally tells me that, hey, you think that if you don't feed me, you think that if you don't have sex with me, I'm not going to get it somewhere else? What you think been going on? And basically telling me, don't wait up for him because he won't be in tonight. I never waited up for you. So, at this time, he's like the master of brilliant ideas. So he decides that since he doesn't want to pay this particular rap label, that he's going to have my cousin, who's fresh out of prison, that's hanging out with him now start throwing this money in the club. So the whole time they're going out for all these weeks and weeks and weeks, and he's refusing to pay this certain rap label. They're watching, like they're literally watching my cousin throw tens and tens of thousands of dollars in the air, and which one day they proceed to go confront him and tell him that, he got to pay them homage now. They didn't know he was from the streets, that he was actually from the same hood where they were from. And so he pulls a gun out on them because he felt like a cat backed in a corner. So it's this whole big drama unfolded inside the club, and it's just a big mess. Well, anyways, everybody leave unharmed. So at this point, it's my cousin and a couple of other people that I'm not too familiar with. They just show up at my house one night, and I'm pissed because I'm thinking at this point that he has invited these people over to where we live. The only person that knew where we had lived at that time was my cousin, and I just remember him telling me for the Thanksgiving that had just passed that he didn't know why I had invited him over because that was going to turn out to be one of the biggest mistakes that I made. Well, I didn't pay it no mind. So I'm thinking, like, this is my family. Well, he ends up going outside to talk to these guys for like more than like an hour. I don't know what's going on. I'm so pissed off in the house. I'm just mad that, hey, in this neighborhood, it's like a clan of black people standing out on the streets. And so he finally comes back in, and he goes upstairs and he's whispering on the phone. He's talking to whoever he's talking to. And so I finally go to ask him, like, hey, what's going on? Why are you inviting people over to this house? I don't like people coming over. And so he's pretty much telling me that, remember what I told you what happened at the club? Like, this stuff is real big right now. So he's telling me this stuff is real big and it's about to get out of control. And so I'm pretty much like, what do you mean like it's about to get out of control? He was like, some real bad stuff is about to happen. People not playing that game no more. People not finna be getting it started and stuff like that. And so I'm pretty much like, but you gonna have people come over here to this house and y'all having a whole meeting outside about something that happened in the club last night. And he said that's how serious this thing done got or whatever. But that he's basically telling me now he know what he's gonna have to do. And so I'm pretty much like, what do you mean you know what you're gonna have to do? He was like, yeah, this is gonna get real ugly.